According to the police, Uyinene Mrwetyana was last seen on Saturday afternoon. She had been in the Claremont area on her way to the post office. Her worried friends have been holding prayer meetings. They describe Mrwetyana as a loving person with a gentle soul, and they're hoping she'll return home unharmed.
Nene is a beautiful, strong, independent woman. Like, she is so independent, and she's like very responsible, and she's just a lovely, like, genuine person.
Mrwetyana's friends have this message for her.
Nene, I just want to say, like, we are looking for you. We're doing what we can. Don't lose hope. We here. We know that you need us, and we've got you.
The family's now hired a private investigator, hoping to speed up the search. South Africans have been moved by their plight. The hashtag #BringBackNene has been trending on social media. Lesley-Ann, Cape Town. Mostly found in the Eastern Cape and some parts of the Western Cape, the Spekboom plant may be a solution to fighting climate change. The plant is known for being able to absorb carbon dioxide.
The Spekboom has become particularly popular in recent years because of its ability to sequester carbon and CO2 from the atmosphere, especially now with climate change and the elevating CO2 levels.
Environmentalists say the plant can also take on different forms.
Most plants can only photosynthesize in one way, but this plant, when it becomes very dry, most other plants have to shut down their sort of photosynthetic process. The Spekboom switches to a whole different mechanism and is able to continue capturing CO2 from the atmosphere.
This researcher from the University of Cape Town says CO2 is a major contributor to fires in tropical areas.
The tropical areas where we're having the fires now are high rainfall areas, high growth areas, and because there's a high growth and a high intensity of green vegetation, they absorb an enormous amount of carbon dioxide. And because the forests stretch over a large area without any breaks, we tend to say that they're the lungs of the planet.
The time to save the earth is now, one plant at a time, before it's too late. Uyinene, Cape Town.
We are currently at the dam in Adelaide that supplies the water to Adelaide and Bedford and the surrounding communities. As you can see, the dam is bone dry with only left of 1% water in the dam. So Gift of the Givers has been called by the community here for urgent assistance, as there is no running water in taps.
Adelaide's only source of water. The situation has left thousands desperate, with boreholes also running dry. NGO Gift of the Givers says the situation has led to the loss of local jobs and a decline in food production. Farm animals are also struggling to survive.
The mother doesn't have enough milk because of the drought. The lamb is now born, but then the mother discards the poor thing. So there's no ways that this little creature is going to survive, purely because of the drought and the disaster of this drought. It's shown in this little animal.
The Amatole District Municipality says it's grateful for the NGO's intervention while it's trying to address the crisis. But Adelaide is just one of many areas in the Northern and Eastern Cape trying to keep its head above water amid crippling droughts. Janke Tolmey, ENCA.
I'm van Adelaide. Ek is van die Kaap, ja. Ek praat Afrikaans.
Lesley-Ann Brandt may be an international small-screen success, but she loves spending some time at home. She's paid a visit to Lavana Primary School in Lavender Hill, doing a number of activities with the children, including yoga. These pupils couldn't wait to show off their veggie garden to their famous guest. Brandt is supporting NGOs in Cape Town, including the Earthchild Project, which feeds hundreds of children with its vegetable gardens at schools. So what does she miss most about home?
Like you guys, my people, my mense. The culture, the language, the sense of humor, you know, the fact that you guys can be living in and amongst a lot of outside noise, you know, things that aren't necessarily positive, but you somehow find the positivity when you do stuff like this.
Brandt's choice to use Afrikaans as her demon language in the show Lucifer has been a hit in South Africa.
Kan jy verstaan wat ek praat, want ek dink nie so nie. But that changed my voice, so it sounded more like kan jy verstaan wat ek praat, want ek dink nie so nie.
She says this was just a small way of remembering her country, language and culture. Aisha Ismail, Cape Town.
Downey Jr., Taylor Swift, Johnny Depp, Albert Einstein. Only it's not them. Meet He Yu Hong, a makeup artist from China, but she's better known as Yuya Mika. She uses her craft to transform herself into other celebrities. It's these flawless imitations that have seen every video she uploads go viral. The 27-year-old says it all started when a friend dared her to turn herself into the famous Mona Lisa. The video reached over 20 million views on Chinese social media in just a few days, prompting her to do more. She says each creation takes about 6 hours to complete. Well, we can't wait to see what she will do next.
The Springboks will face the mighty All Blacks in just 25 days' time.
It comes though for Crotty.
If you don't understand the game, you'll need to fake it till you make it. First of all, the scrum.
The scrum is like a bad case of constipation. When the going gets tough, you just have to push.
Then, of course, there's the maul. No, not that maul.
The backs join again. It's a 10-man maul. South Africa holding on grimly.
Teams will often use the maul when they have lots of muscle. The maul is all about teamwork, grouping together and driving the ball over the line.
Rugby also has some strange positions. There's the tight head prop, usually the guy who eats all the pies.
Each team also has a hooker. These hookers have balls. In fact, they throw them into the line-out.
The Springboks may not be the best team, but they do have the best names.
There's the Beast.
And you can see the sweat on the Beast's forehead.
And just a few years ago, Buckies.
Bucky's Burter getting involved very quickly with Body and Alan.
That's right, Buckies.
The World Cup runs for 6 weeks. That's 6 weeks of big men in small pants. Ooh, good luck, South Africa. Michael Marilia, Johannesburg.
It looks just like any other bottle of wine and boasts the same delightful crisp colours of a fine white too. But with this blend, you'll need to drink at least 9 bottles every hour to reach the legal limit, according to the producers. They call it de-alcoholized wine.
Then it starts off with a well-made wine. You've got to go through the whole process, have lovely, healthy grapes selected, go through the winemaking process. From there, we take it into a spinning cone. It gives a thin layer of alcohol under a vacuum. The temperature is taken up the first time to 28 degrees to extract all the flavor components. And then we go to 30 degrees to remove all the alcohol.
Natura, as this wine is aptly named, is growing in demand.
It is a trend that's picking up fast in South Africa as well. And I must say we are pleasantly surprised with the growth of sales in a very short period.
But what is the difference between a non-alcoholic and de-alcoholized variant?
A de-alcoholized wine basically is a wine less than 0.5% alcohol.
Okay.
Ours is 0.34, and a non-alcoholic wine is less than 0.05% alcohol.
Cheers, Eugene. Producers say this versatile blend is for the health conscious, as well as those who want to enjoy a glass of vino while still having to focus. Tanya Neft, Cape Town.